Hello again. So as most of you who have watched these videos or listened to my podcast will know, it is my absolute passion in life to help women live happier and healthier lives. I feel like my goal really is to equip you with the sort of tools that will move you out of that no man's land of I'm not unhappy to full on happiness, fulfillment, wellness, and vitality. And you might think that's not possible, especially if not much is going right in your life right now. But I promise you, it's possible. And we get there by doing two things. Number one, healing trauma. And that includes the little t trauma. So all the not being seen or heard or validated, all the ways you were conditioned to behave in certain ways. And number two, following on from healing our trauma, we then move more fully into knowing ourselves. There really is nothing more integral we can do for our growth than to know ourselves inside and out, which leads us to living from a place of authenticity. And when we live completely authentically, we vibrate at a higher frequency that in turn leads us to more positive situations and outcomes. Now, the way we cope with stressful situations or even just general life situations is a direct reflection of our past trauma and conditioning. So understanding our coping style, which is a behavior based off of a trauma or a conditioning response, offers us the opportunity to shift into more positive behaviors and reactions to situations. We could only change what we know and understand, right? So here are the 4 coping styles. Pretty pretender. You make sure to always look your best, and if anyone asks how you are, you're always fine. But underneath that facade of fine, you're struggling, or maybe you're even falling apart, and no one would know. And the scariest part is you might not even realize it yourself. Asking for help is a real challenge for you. You believe that it will get done quicker and better if you just do it. Your spinning plates are kind of your badge of honor, and experience has taught you that no one will help you if it all falls apart. It is up to you. The overwhelmed victim. You live in a perpetual state of why me? Life is hard. I can't cope. I'm overwhelmed. Who can help me? But you rarely follow through when it comes to doing something about it yourself. Sometimes you think you've done enough, but when you really get honest with yourself, you see that you haven't really taken responsibility for your own growth. Maybe you believe if life has thrown you this card, other people should help you more. The mediocre muddler. So you're quite content muddling through life, in life being, comfortable. Maybe it is mediocre, but you're quite happy there. You think. You're not interested in pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. Nothing is amazing, but you don't feel that anything is awful either, and that's okay with you. Sometimes you look at friends and you might marvel over their success, but it also looks like a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, and you just want to be liked and accepted. Or are you the balanced boss babe? Now, boss babe doesn't have to mean you run a business. It's just a way of describing how you're a boss when it comes to managing life. You acknowledge your flaws and you do your best to balance them out, or even use them to your advantage. You take responsibility for things that go wrong instead of blaming other people or situations for it. You put time and effort into your inner growth and your spiritual development because you understand that we are the masters of our destiny. You know how to ask for help, but you don't rely on others for your happiness. In short, you are balanced and aligned AF. So just click on the link in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube, or in my bio if you're watching this on Instagram, to take that quiz to find out what your coping style is, and more importantly, to be offered tips to help you shift into more positive behavior patterns. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram @LaurenVaknin, and make sure to follow the Reconditioned podcast.